Hey guys, what's up? This is Brad. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and do my sports report. I'm new to this. This is my first YouTube video, so let me know, guys, what I'm doing incorrectly and how I can fix it. I'm going to go ahead and start a little bit with the MMA or UFC about the Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz fight the other night. About report on both fighters. Nate Diaz could or may have used marijuana after the fight during a press conference. The UFC is investigating that. And about Conor McGregor, he is out 6 months with an injury due to a broken bone in his leg after he was kicking Nate Diaz during the fight. It was announced the other day that UFC President Dana White announced that Ronda Rousey will not be at UFC 205 in New York. Her timetable to return is still up in the air. Moving on, guys, now to the NFL. Is it time to shorten the NFL preseason? That's the question I think is on the table. I think a lot of us think that maybe it's time to do it. Just have 2 games instead of 4. That could very easily help injuries. There's been a lot of injuries the last few years during the preseason. And speaking of injuries, let's go to one of the big teams that everyone seems to watch and care about. It's the Dallas Cowboys. Tony Romo, during the last preseason game, was injured. Back injury, out for a while. He is going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. That's going to hurt the Cowboys a lot. And wide receiver Dez Bryant also suffered a concussion. It's going to hurt the Cowboys one way or the other. Both ways are bad. I don't know if you guys saw or not, but there were a few players named in a PED report. The PED report had some big names like James Harrison and company on there as well. They have decided to do interviews with the NFL and Roger Goodell to try to get it all solved. We will have to wait and see how that all plays itself out. But again, you know, PEDs are not meant to play around. Roger Goodell really hasn't really done a very good job. He needs to do something with the whole issues with the, with the Greg Hardy and Ray Rice situation, stuff like that. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Moving on, guys, to the NCAA. The season began this past week in Australia between Cal and Hawaii. There was a game today, and then as of next Saturday, the college football season opens. We will have Saturday college football again, and we're all looking forward to it. For all college football fans, we're all looking forward to it. We'll have to see how the top 25 shakes out all year and see which 4 teams make it to the college football playoff. We'll have to wait and see how that all plays itself out as well. Moving on now to the Olympics. Again, it closed out last Sunday. The United States had the most overall medals and the most gold. So congratulations to all the countries and all the people that won medals. To me personally, guys, I think there's no higher trophy in sports than a gold medal. That's just me. Let me know how you feel about that. I mean, do you think that winning NHL championship or winning the Super Bowl, winning the World Series is better than, or winning a green jacket and on the PGA Tour? Do you think that that's more important than winning a gold medal? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Other than that, the Paralympic Games are getting ready to begin. I think they've already begun. And Russia has been banned yet again. Again, they're trying to keep the dirty athletes out of the games. Russia's going to have to do a little bit better job of keeping their athletes clean. Keeping them clean. A couple other things about the games as they end is, will golf be part of the Olympics in 4 years? They did a very good job, this year, but not a lot of the big golfers, especially on the men's side, wanted to come to the Olympics. The major concern was the Zika virus, but of course, if you guys don't know, it was actually the wintertime in Brazil where it was a little bit cooler. Zika is not as high over there as well because, remember, mosquitoes don't like the cooler weather. And Team USA goaltender Hope Solo has been terminated due to her comments about the Swedish national team being cowards. The United States has terminated her contract, and she also has left her Major League team, the Seattle Slew, as well, has left them as well. But she has left them and has left to figure out what she's going to do with her career. She's had a lot of off-the-field situations that I think has impacted her on the field in that. Next up, guys, the MLB. Major League Baseball is winding down. We are just a couple days away from being at September 1st, which means we have one final month in the regular season, pushing to see who will win the wild card, who win the divisions. Of course, some divisions are already locked up by certain teams, but there's a lot of the wild card spots are still left out there. And guys, did we witness the catch of the year by Andrew Benintendi of the Boston Red Sox the other night at Tropicana Field against the Rays? He made a spectacular play along the right field line. Did we see the catch of the year? Let me know. Do you think if there's anything better than that, better catch than that? Closing on the MLB, Tim Tebow will soon be starting his MLB journey. There's been 20 teams that are coming out to see him hit. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, he's gone from being a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback at University of Florida to a pretty good quarterback in the NFL with the Denver Broncos. But unfortunately, he did not make it there when Peyton Manning became available. John Elway cut the ties with him, and maybe he can make it in Major League Baseball. We're all hoping for the best. At least I am hoping for the best. Moving on to the WWE, I know a lot of guys out there are not WWE fans. We all know that it's fake. We all know that it's a men's soap opera, and we all know that. But again, as I just did a post on my Facebook page, one of my good friends made a good comment about how the shows don't have enough talent on each of the shows. The WWE split the shows up hoping to draw more attention. They went live with SmackDown. But guys, I mean, I watched the last WWE pay-per-view, SummerSlam, and I turned it off halfway through. It was very boring and dull. The writers need to do something to liven the show up. I don't know if that's tag team, whatever it might be. I'm not 100% sure, but they need to do something in a hurry because it's starting to get dull and boring. And I'll close, guys, with NASCAR. Dale Earnhardt Jr. reported he will not be racing the next two races due to concussion symptoms. He's still still having dizziness from his concussion earlier in the season. There will be drivers filling in from Jeff Gordon will fill in not this race today, but will be next week's race as well. All right, guys. Like I said, comment below and let me know what I need to do to make this better. This is my first video. I know I kind of didn't do a very good job. I kind of sluttered through little things. Let me know what I can do better, guys. I'm looking forward to it. And my name is Brad Walker. Peace out, guys. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.